Hey, this is me building my 400k per year solo consulting profit business. I'm currently in Spain, and you can see my good friend and head of sales in my marketing agency, Anton, reflecting in the mirror here. So the way these videos works is that they follow the exact same structure. I do questions from the audience where you can comment below this video, and then I will answer your question in today's video. So basically we're always one day behind schedule because I have to record these things. But basically, if you comment under this video, you can expect answer in the next one. Then I run you through all business stats. So I show you my revenue, cash collected, my follower growth, and basically every single metric that I can humanly track in my business that is exciting for you to see. Then I walk you through my to-do list, so what I did yesterday and what I'll be doing today. I'll show you my calendar and everything that I do in order for me to actually grow my business and get to the goals that I have, which is $1 million a year in personal profits with following these exact rules. Because I can only take calls 3 days a week with clients that I consider friends, and I have to operate my business with at least 85% profit margins. Because I've already taken 2 coaching business to 100k a month, but in revenue and not profit, and also in a way that I don't support anymore. It was great for the first few adventures. I've done a video on my main channel on that one if you want to check it out. But let's dive right into it today. Let's update comments. I don't think we'll have gotten another comment in the 30 seconds that I yapped there. But we've got a comment. Great watch and love the idea of daily updates. Thanks you, bro. I know you, bro. You follow me on IG and I've chatted with you. This is a cool guy, by the way, if you're watching this. And you are a cool guy if you're watching this. You build your business purely off organic. Well done, first of all. That shows a huge proof of concept. And I think I've seen somewhere your numbers, and I think you're definitely ready to turn on paid ads. You should have done that 6 months ago. But you're looking to launch ads, yeah? What ads work best for you, including what CTA makes most sense? You've trying ad to VSL, but also like the follower ad and the nurture. Keen to hear your thoughts. This is a pretty good question, and it kind of like covers everything that are like around ads and so on. So I think let's dive into the daily board here, and I need to share my screen with my iPad so that we can actually draw something here. Let's see if it works. I think it does. All right, bro. So you run around the same business as I do, if that is correctly understood from the very few things that I know about you. I think it's hard for me to fully draw out the perfect funnel for you because I don't know your offer price, I don't know the length of it, I don't know your average cash up front, your lifetime value, your like current foundation, who you actually target, and these kind of things. But I'll try to walk you through my thought concept and the way that I think about ads when I have a client in front of you where I need to digest and kind of like make a decision in terms of what is the best setup for the person right in front of me. So I think the only right setup is the setup that is right for you and that serves the purpose of your business, right? So as an example, a VSL ad. Let's run, what is a VSL ad? Well, a VSL is a generic video that explains your offer and the solution that it is to the problem that your audience experience, right? It is a general video that every single person will go through, which means that it can be, that is less professional, not professional, less personal, so it's hard to pinpoint the exact audience pain point, which is good in the DM and appointment setting, right? Where the VSL wins a little bit here is the fact that the VSL is fully automatic, it doesn't require a setter, and it runs on its own. Typically the way that people run a VSL funnel, right, is they are sending the traffic. Every time that I'm recording these videos, I write my S's like that. It's absolutely insane. Is that they are sending, basically, if we have the ad, they are sending the traffic straight to the VSL, and in order for people to get to watch the VSL, there is some sort of like opt-in here, right? Which means that this funnel, you're buying leads, which is in this case phone numbers, emails, and first names. If you're extremely strong on email and you don't have a lot of social presence and you don't do a lot of organic content, both YouTube and Instagram wise, your email list and a VSL is probably your best bet, especially if you have a pretty strong offer that can convert a person from watching one ad to a training video and actually booking a call. That is a very short sales cycle, right? And it is like you hand holding them through the process. Then we have the other option, which is to send people onto your Instagram from the ad, right? This funnel is my personal favorite when it comes to consulting, and I'll tell you why. So I've split tested this in my previous coaching business. Over here you can expect a cost per call of $200. Over here you can expect a cost per call at around $80, give or take. There's a lot of people that can tell that you can book calls at a lot lower price, which you probably can over time. And if you have a large organic audience, if not, then aim for around $80 a call, which is still a very, very good price. But again, rule of thumb, right, bro? You've taken your business fully organic and to other people watching. So which kind of like means that the more you are involved in the appointment booking process and the sales process, the better the performance, right? For example, you, bro, if you find leads organic and they come to you organically, it's like own free will that they come to you, right? You haven't pushed them with an ad. If you use voice notes or video selfies in the DMs, they get a very personal touch from you. You're the only person that knows the things that you know, and then they get on a call with you, and then they typically will buy, right? Because you're so heavy involved. This is a pretty short-sighted way of running a business, but it's extremely good of getting cash in the bank so that you can start running this ecosystem right here, right? But back to the VSL versus the IG. So I've probably spent, that's definitely not a dollar sign. I've spent around 350K of my own money on ads. And my biggest regret is not fully putting like everything in here, because then I would have had such a better foundation than I have now. I still have a decent foundation, but I think over time the best thing for you, bro, is to run people into your Instagram, because on your Instagram you can always send people through to the VSL, right? You can do many chat automations in your reels, you can refer to it on story, you can link it in bio, but the most important thing is that you get people in the DMs and they follow your ecosystem, because then at some point they'll convert, right? I think you should aim for an ROI of around 3x in month 1, and then you can expect an ROI of 10x if you're willing and able to wait 10 to 12 months to see the full effects of your ads. I've personally collected around $330,000 in the last 8 months or so, 9 months, and I've only spent $1,000 on ads. So a lot of people say, oh my God, Fred, you are a genius, turning 1K into 300K. You're the fucking magic man. Well, it's because I've spent a lot of money on ads in the past 2 years before stopping ads last summer, and then by basically riding the wave and also having some good organic videos, yada, yada, yada. So I think, bro, with this information in mind, and like the business you have and your involvement, your goals, if you're in a cash season, if you're in a building season, if you want to drag yourself out of the sales process, if you want to have a bigger team, like with all of this in mind, consider the things that I walked you through here. I would also consider, bro, to watch the video on my main channel, the fastest way to $100,000 a month, and why I'm not doing it, because it touches a little bit more where I'm a little bit more prepared on like my own journey with heavy ad spend, to then stepping back and then spending less on ads, but trying to make the most of every ad with a more long-term mindset towards my ads. So I hope that it made good sense. If not, bro, then ask another question, then we can take it tomorrow, huh? Then we can have this little circle going. And I hope to everyone else that watched this that you got a better understanding of ads and how you can get ads to perform for clients, and like just understanding ads. I think this was a yap session, but I think the most important thing is really just that I can try to give you the information, and then you can try to figure out the implementation yourself based on your business, right? So I really appreciate it, bro. I'll right here. Crazy smiley, by the way, but hey, it's my channel. Right, gang. Let's get back to business here. Where is the to-do list here? Question. Then we do business stats. So let's run it here. So main YouTube. Let's first see what daily updates has. 28. And main channel. Let's see. Analytics. I uploaded a new video yesterday. 5854. 5854. Pretty decent. IG. Let us see if we've grown on Instagram. Instagram is very slow. It's not a priority, to be fair. I want to post the right content instead of content that gets views. 2947. 2947. I have a thesis that you can kind of like see that the days where the Instagram grows the most is almost correlated to YouTube, which is cool. Daily updates. Yesterday I made $958 in revenue and 958 in cash, and I spent $0 because my Airtable subscription didn't pull through yesterday because I have a 2-week free trial, so I didn't spend anything. This was a guy who bought the video course only a long time ago, and then I had the money frozen in school, and then I got it out because I forgot that the money was there, but then I fixed it, and then it got paid out to my account yesterday. So it's technically it's from this month, but I just, you get the point. 958 hit the account, which is dope. So far this month in cash, 18.8k, pretty good. 553 there. That is decent, right? I know it is actually good. What am I talking about? I'm keeping all of the rules, but it's also because if you've watched this channel, you know that I'm not really bringing on any new clients because I'm so full. But yeah, I will show you my to-do list and what I did yesterday and what I'll be doing today to move the needle inside of my business. So this is Godspeed. It's the software that I use for to-do list. Yesterday was a very productive day. Every single task that you see May 15th is the things that I got done. I created the new Slack workspace for all of my community members called the Digital Coffee Squad. I invited all current clients to Slack. I added all channels that I wanted and added descriptions. Then I set up a call with my branding designer person, which means that I could check 2 because I put in 2 notes for it. Then I filled out a document for my head of operations, who is currently building Airtable automations for tracking client progress and making me a client hub. So I filled out all of the information that he needed from me. Then I uploaded a new YouTube video on my main channel. I shared it on my IG story, Slack 0. I sent feedback for a client. I wrote out a YouTube video called 8 Ways to Double Your Solo Consulting Business. I just need the iPad visuals, then I'm done with it. Brainstormed a story concept on Instagram called, basically like I want to name it like Coffee Thoughts, something along those lines that is like very on brand. Then I uploaded an Instagram reel and I wrote copy for it. Then I brainstormed a crystal clear plan for my mentorship being open or closed and prepared a call with my mentor, and then I got his takes on it and we completely agreed, which was nice. And then I sent a long message on like a whole community update, letting my community know that on Sunday I'm closing down all mentorship spots until the 1st of August to my audience. I'll run you through my decision there once we get to strategy. I'll just like run you through what I'm doing today. I'm planning a mastermind. I've had a lot of students show interest for an idea that I got of hosting a physical mastermind, so it'll probably be the first week of September. So I'm still brainstorming that. So I'll just like finalize it with price and dates and then send out some messages to the people that have shown interest. Then I'll look through some ad concepts for one of my clients. I need to record a content loom for my community. Then I need to do an exercise that my mentor provided me and set up my email. I need to hire a freelancer to help me with some DNS stuff so that I can set up email. Then I need to create iPad visuals for the YouTube video that I mentioned. Then I planned a weekly call today. I'm doing like a 100K a month roadmap for all of my mentors. I've finished that this morning. And then I need to go through my Slack. So pretty decent day, not gonna lie. So strategy, I think we spent quite some time on the first question, which can be like an ad strategy. I think that is what I'm called this video. But now I'll just want to talk to you about my thoughts here. I'll basically close down spots for my one-on-one mentorship until 1st of August. Simply due to the fact that every time that I sign a new client, the only way that I can get the client good results if I spend a lot of time with the client. That is time that I could have spent on making a better video program or better content resources, which means that I'm basically just operating from a state of a very short-sighted mindset inside of my business. So what I want to do is that I want to publicly state onto my audience that I'm just like, hey, I'm building my program, I'm focusing on my clients, I want this to be the best thing ever, so I'm not bringing on any clients for the next 10 weeks, 1st of August. And then basically I'll build the best out do-it-yourself program with community calls and do all of the stuff that I do, and then I'll open spots back up. Because once I open spots back up, I can serve a lot more people without them having to pay me what my new price will be, probably be around 12 to 15K to work with me one-on-one. But they'll still get amazing results because the program is so good. I've spent a lot of time on it already, building the resources. I've spent a lot of time already on conducting data, feedback, trackers, numbers, from doing 600 consulting calls the last 9 months of working with high-level people, doing between 10, 20, 30, 40, 50k a month, all the way up to 150k a month is the client that I worked like highest number wise. And I've taken my own business to 200k a month before, so I'm pretty confident there. So it's nice. I'm gonna shut that down. So now you know why and how I'll do the next 10 weeks. So the next 10 weeks of like this daily channel update will be very much on how I'm planning to get people insanely good results with a do-it-yourself program, how I'm planning to gamify it, how I'm planning to do the automations, how I'm planning to serve clients, how I'm planning to also build the foundation for opening up the spots again. So that is basically it for this video for today. I hope you really enjoyed it. Oh, it's Friday, so what's not to like? Hey, this is Anton. Everyone meet Anton.
Let's go!
So Anton, these videos typically get 40 views and then 10% watches it through, so like 4 people just met you. How do you feel?
Follow my Instagram,
Don't
Anton_Vister.
Yeah, definitely not do that. But we will see each other tomorrow, where we will do it all again. I'm looking forward to it.